Hello and welcome to the Tinker Cards video gallery. I absolutely love collage stamping, so I just mounted some stamps on here from by Lavinia Stamps, which I normally use in a completely different way. So I just thought I set myself a challenge and do a one-layer collage with these, just sort of without a sort of multicolored backgrounds or something, just simple stamping, and I'm going to turn that into a Christmas card. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out. Let's just get started. So I've got various stamps here with sort of words and whatever. So I thought I'd use these spells here of blessing, wisdom, to start that for my background, and then I've got the roundy swirly one, and just take it from there. So I've got plenty out here just to see where it's taking me, and I want it as a Christmas card. So I need the fairy tree in there somewhere. I've got the stars. I've got another fairy sitting up. And I've also got a hobbit house. I'm not quite sure where it's going to take me. I'll be working with Stampin' Up! Inks. I'm going to use River Rock, Elegant Eggplant, and I might just throw in a splash of red with that. But I haven't quite made up my mind about that one yet. So I just thought if I keep it relatively neutral, I know it works very well with the turquoises, but I'm not quite sure how well the fairies would look in turquoises. Because I love working with the Soft Sky and Lost Lagoon for this style, or I've done it also with the Elegant Eggplant. Did I say Elegant Eggplant? I meant the Always Artichoke I'm working with, not Elegant Eggplant. I've done collage stamping using generational stamping with Elegant Eggplant, and I think it was just almost like just that one colour, and you can get really good results just using one colour and then just sort of the generational stamping, which means you're sort of stamping off before you put your first layer of stamping down. Now I need to clean the stamp first. I've got a couple of the print from the packaging has gone onto them, so I've got a few bits of black on there, so bear with me whilst I wipe this off. Just getting to my baby vibes. I need to turn away, so the voice will always go a little bit, hence I did repeat it, because otherwise YouTube tells me your video is shaky, and then they want to fix it, and that makes it really weird. So if my voice goes quiet, I'm probably turning away because I need to grab something from somewhere else, so no worries. So this is just going to be wiped off a bit. So I need to sort of work a little bit differently with, maybe use them for storage, start storing them differently, because the ink comes off, unfortunately, and then you end up with flakes on your stamps, which is not ideal. So that shouldn't be too bad now. So I'm going to start off with the River Rock, which is a very pale green. I think it is, sadly, it is a retired colour by Stampin' Up, and I'm not quite sure what they got at the moment that would replace it. So you might have to hunt for it. It's similar to the old paper distress ink. So I sometimes just rub the ink pad when they're a bit across my stamps, if they're a bit larger. So let's just see where this is going to take me. So that needs to go down one side here. Oops. Try and get it parallel. There we go. So you have these little lovely spells coming down. I'm thinking, shall I put another one right next to it for my background? That might be quite a good idea. So it's slightly wonky, but you won't see that once I've finished, as long as the words are looking straight. That's the main thing. If I had it completely sort of aligned with my fold, they'd probably be on an angle, and that would look odd. So it's just make sure that the words are straight, because this isn't meant to be entirely mathematically straight, I think, because if you're fairies you're talking about, they can be a little bit fickle at times. There you go. So I've just done that. And now next, what am I going to work with next? So do I want some stars to go up here? Circle of stars, fairy sitting in stars. How would that sound to you? So let me just get the stamp off and pop that away again. Right. So let's just do that. Can go. So I play with the stamps and see and pop them around and see what they would be like. I'm not so sure I would want that to go on there for the moment. Let's see about the stars. I do love that circle of stars. It's just so nice. Normally what I do is I use it with the black cat. I just love that cat. Sorry, I'm whispering. I should speak loudly. I do love the witch's cat that Lavinia do. That is just fabulous. So do I want it to go up here with the fairy? Let me see. So we got this fairy here, and I got the Christmas tree somewhere. Let's put the Christmas tree on first, because I got a few ideas floating around in my head that I might want to pursue. So if I have the Christmas tree stamp on here, where it is potentially going to go, that will help me figure out what will work and what won't work. So we got that, we got the stars could go here. No, I don't think I'll do that. Should I pop one of those up? That could be done later. Yep, let's just see. I'm not going to use the cat or any of these other sentiments on this card. Oh, I might just do more than one. I'll see sort of like a new style coming up here. So let me just see. Now, I'm hoping that this stamp is going to work, because it's a bit of a strange one. So I'll have to be careful with that. Let me just... So I'm just going to get the stamp out now. Oh, it was one that came with a magazine a while ago. So I thought if I do something like this, or is that getting too much? That could be potentially another card. It's not going to work for this one just yet. So I might do the cat in the moon then. The cat in the stars, in honor of Boris. So let's get the cat out then. Yep. So sorry, this is how I work. I have loads of stuff out, and then I just sort of work my way around it and see what works and what doesn't. So what I would like to do then maybe is actually pop that Christmas tree up higher. Have the cat at the bottom here. Something like that. Okay, so I've got a bit of an idea. Let's just get on with it now. So I'm going to use the river rock for this stamping as well, because I want them to be sort of quite subtle. I don't want them to stick out too much. So hence I'm just going to do the them quite lightly. Oops, it's got some baby white fibres on it, I'm afraid, so bear with me. So if I do that like this, and maybe just do a couple of star circles up down the side. Look, it stamps beautifully. I do absolutely adore that star circle stamp here. It's so nice. Let's just pop another one above here. Okay. That's a bit more pastel-y, but it doesn't, it's not a problem with this style of stamping, because that's just what it is. You don't want everything to be one sort of brightness. What you want is just toning your images, really. So that is one. And then next we got the cat. Now the cat's going to be with this as well. Let's just get the ink on it. And here we go. The cat's going to sit in the stars. Yep. Yeah, let's do this card in memory of Boris, who came to us just before Christmas one year, with the effect that we had to take our Christmas tree down on Boxing Day because he started to climb it, which at the time we thought was quite funny. But yeah, there you go. And since then we've had, for as long as he was with us, we had only real Christmas trees, not artificial ones. So where are we going next with this? So we've got the Christmas tree still going somewhere here. So that would be the cat looking up at the fairies. Not so sure. Do I want to have the one in with the... No, let me do something else here. Let's get one of those pods out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, just stamp this partially, and I'm going to wipe some ink off the stem at the bottom. So let's do this quickly. And because it's going to go somewhere here, so I don't want it to cover the cat or the circle, so that means I need to wipe about this much off. So, and that shouldn't stamp now, it should just be the top of it. So let's get everything out of the way. My working space is not that big, hence I always have to move things out around and about. So let's do that. There we go. So we've got a little pot coming up there as like a shadow, and I think I'll pop another one on there and just ink it up partially, really. So let's pop that a little bit lower. There we go. So now once you've got the tree somewhere here, we'll sort of like be behind it a bit. I want something else there. I could do some little stars or something. I think at this point, before I actually do anything else, I'm going to stamp the Christmas tree in the Always Artichoke, and then I'll see what else I need to add, whether I need to add some red highlights or whatever. So let's just see where I'm going with this. Let's get the Always Artichoke out. My Christmas tree on. The Always Artichoke is like a nicer sort of nice dark green colour. So let's ink that up really well, because I need this to cover. I tend to use mainly dye inks for stamping. I haven't found them being a problem with sort of just over stamping things, but I'm going to put a little sort of mat underneath here to help the image to print better. Right, so here we go. Right, there we go. So we got the fairy tree, and it does need a couple of other dark bits, so probably add some more stars. Let's just get the Christmas tree out of the way. Where is my little star stamp gone? They do some really lovely tiny stamps, and there's one in particular that I absolutely adore. It's like a sparkle. It's this one here. I absolutely love it, and I've used it on many cards just to add something extra, because it looks, the way these stars are drawn, it's just pure sparkle really. So I'm going to take this out now. I don't need that anymore. Right, just stamp that off first a little. As you can see, this is really lovely. Okay, let's just see that maybe here, and do another sparkly one. Shall I do that here, a dark one? Shall I do one here? No, let's do one here. Okay. I'm going to run this off the card. It's in like sparkles coming down. What do I want to do next? Where do I want these to go? Right, I'm going to go for the sentiment next. Where's my fairy Merry Christmas gone? So I need to see what I'm doing. So it's not coordinated stamping when I initially start making the card. It's more sort of seeing what I want, where I want it to go. It's only when I repeat it that they seem to be more thought out, really. Oh yeah, I have the cat sitting on the sentiment. That would be quite nice. Yep. Here we go. That's sort of rather lucky as it is now. All I might do is either put a red gem on there. I could actually try that because I got some relatively handy. See how that goes. Let's put the ink away. Yeah, I want something that is a little bit popping. So let's get the red gems out and just see what that will look like. Yeah, that would be nice. So I could potentially, if I wanted to, do some doodling, but I think this is just perfect as it is. So I shall be taking a photograph of this, and this shall be going onto my blog. So thank you for watching, and I hope you tune back in soon, and hope you had a nice weekend. I shall be posting some more again. Okay, have a lovely evening. Bye.